First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, who the world indeed calls God, and Yahweh Shah, who the world indeed calls Jesus Christ. Brother Jeremiah come with a quick exhortation and verse of the day through the Spirit, and trying to continue on in the endurance series. You know, endurance, the trials and tribulations that you endure, that you may suffer upon the earth, rather be monetarily, spiritual, physical, uh, all the other matters that the Lord can put us through. And this one's just gonna touch on just trusting the Lord. Hey, when you become, hey, say if it's monetarily, man, a lot of us go through that, man. These part of the curses, man. The Lord said, in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37 on down, the Lord said that He was gonna make us the tail, right? So we went from being the head, hey, to the tail, man. You know, Zechariah and Zechariah, it said that we're gonna have holes in our pockets. Hey, so here it is, we get paid and it go right back to bills and damn all these other things that we got to do to maintain in this captivity. Let alone you had children, car notes, house payments, groceries, and miscellaneous cell phone bill. All these different things, uh, you know, are things that we are subject to while we in this kingdom, right? But nonetheless, we got to endure these things, man. It's all of the Lord if we, you know, become, poor or rich or just be able to maintain. And everybody not destined to be rich, right? Because the Lord imputes to certain people. Everyone has a certain thing. Let me get Salaki, right? I'm gonna go back to Proverbs 10, right? But Salaki, this just came into my mind. Proverbs 30 and verse number 8. Salaki 7 on down. Right, I want to get this, right? Because it just came to my mind. So this is Proverbs 30 and verse 7, right? Two things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. And I bring this out, just going into everybody not meant to be rich, right? Because it's, you know, some people's spirits may not be able to handle that. Hey, you may, it's gonna be the next verse of what I'm going to, but you may have so much that, and now you think you got it yourself, man, and that the Most High didn't bestow that into you, man. Right? You may think too highly of yourself. You may not give the alms, or you may not use that money in its proper. It could destroy you. Having too much, and how the Lord fashioned certain brothers and sisters, it could destroy you, man. So that's why it's a beautiful proverb with the spirit of saying, hey, Solomon saying, hey, feed me with food that's convenient for me, man. Meaning I'm be content with what the Lord give me, right? But he said, hey, feed me with neither poverty nor riches. So, hey, be in that middle line, man. Hey, I'm maintaining, right? The Lord is providing for me, man. I got a roof over my head. I have a vehicle to drive. Hey, even if it's a studio, hey, I got something over my head, man. It's better than living outside, right? Even if you're driving a 1921 Ford, hey, you got a vehicle that can get you to A to B, so just being content with what we got, man. You know, we see in this world, man. That's why the Lord said in the book of Sirach, the eyes was the most evil thing created, man. Because we lust and see it and just want it. We see the celebrities and we see the cars that come past, the Lamborghinis and the Bentleys and the the things of this world, and it flatters us, man. I kind of do want that, what instead of remember the precept saying, hey, feed me with what's convenient for me, right? Verse number 9 in this, right? It says, lest I be full and deny thee. So here it is, you got too much, man. Now you denying the Lord. Hey, now you saying I got this on my own power. Lord, huh? What's that? Hey, Lord forbid we say something like that, man. Right? So lest you be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? I did this on my own, so I got rich. I hit the lottery. I guessed them numbers, right? Or damn, any other scenario that you could think of that's not fitting, man. And that's carnal, man. Right? I did it. Me. And that's evil, man. Verse number 9 continue. It said, or lest I be poor and steal, right? So now you poor and you just a damn thief, man, right? So it says, and take the name of my God in vain. right? So at the end all be all, man, we want to be feed me what's convenient for me, man. Right? Yeah, I may be in a lower state and going through this and going through that, but be content with what the Lord gave you. If you got all your bills paid, man, here it is. You work at McDonald's or Burger King, and say you bringing in 4,000 a month, right? But your bills is 3,000, right? 3,000 damn, uh, $3,900 flat, and you only got $100 left. That's after gas, that's after food, that's after everything. Hey, be content with that, man. Everything is paid for. Buying them Jordans not serious, man. Not that serious. Buying them you know, that damn bottle of liquor or something like that. Hey, you better use that $100 that you got left over for the month wisely, man. In righteousness, man. Right? Now, yeah, the Lord did say the Father that's not a good day, but if you ain't got it, hey, but that's why you can. I mean, it's like you need to be content with what the Lord gave you, because the Lord can increase you or decrease you as He sees fit, man. You know, right? We all know the story of Job, man. He decreased Job greatly, man, and then at the end gave him triple fold, man. But he had to go through the trials and tribulations. Same thing, like I'm saying, we had to go through, man. Right? We all had to go through these trials and tribulations, man. Right? Let's not forget it, man. All right. Let me get the book of Second Samuel. All right. Chapter it's like in First Samuel, right? So like in First Samuel, right? Chapter 2 and verse like 6, right? It says, "The Lord killeth and maketh alive; He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up." This is the point, verse 7. "The Lord make it poor and make it rich." So the Lord do these things, man. We try to put it on ourselves and say we did it. I, me. Hey, the Lord control the show, man. We just walking in the step that the Lord ordained for us already, man. But it says the Lord maketh poor and make it rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. Same thing like I just read with Job. I mean, like I just quoted with Job. And the Lord literally brought Job to a lower state, right? Just to have him go through trial and tribulation, just to get raised back up. So some of us too. The Lord may put you in that situation just to see how you're gonna react. Is you gonna forsake the Lord? This too much? Give up? Put your head down? Just cry? Go rock in the corner at your mama house? No, man. Gotta gird thee up, right? And endure that thing, man. You know. So, the end all be all. We gotta endure these things, man. It's nothing more important, man. Gotta endure, because if we ain't enduring, then what are we doing, right? So, we gotta remain in that spirit, man. All right, let me get this precept right in the book of Job. Let me get this in Job chapter, I believe it's 22, right? But the end all be all, we gotta endure. Uh, we gotta endure all the things that the Lord give us, man. You know. So, let's get this in Slucky. Job, I believe it's Job chapter 22 and 10. Let's see. 21. It was like in 10. So like, oh, kind of all praise to the Most High. Job chapter 23 and verse 10. Kind of all praise to the Most High. Right. So I'll start at 10 right to the point. This Job 23 and verse number. It's like 10, I get right to the point. It says, "But he knoweth the way that I take. When he have tried me, I shall come forth as gold." So these different things, whether the Lord put us in a higher state, a lower state, whether the different ways that he may humble us, we gotta literally overcome that. Like Job said, when he have tried me, because we're gonna get tried. Everybody in this world, man, we're gonna have to face some trial, tribulation, some temptation, right? Because it's a purging state, right? To make us, you know, purge out this leaven, man. You know, refine this gold, which we are, man. Right? So it says, "When he have tried me, I shall come forth as gold." So we got to understand these things, man. We got to go through these trials and tribulations, whether it's monetary, like on the subject that we're touching on today. Hey, trust in the Lord, man. Right? So, we don't want to just give up and just faint when it comes to that. Yes, we know we need it for them bills. You may have children, you may have be late on something, but always trust in the Lord, man. Right? So let's go back to that in Proverbs, Salaki. Right? Right, Salaki. Right. So Proverbs chapter 10 and verse number. I wanted to start at verse 2. Right. Right. So this is Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, treasures of wickedness profit nothing. Right. Maybe these things that we could get in wickedness, it don't matter, man. Right. These celebrities, they sell a damn everything for this money that they got, for these, they sell a soul, man, for lack of better words, man, just to attain worldly and earthly damn possessions, man. But us, man, we can't do that, man. We gotta endure these trials and tribulations for the things that's to come of the spirit, right? The things that's probably the Lord says many mansions in the kingdom that's promised to those, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. But we gotta endure it, man. Give a damn what these people got in this world, man. Gotta stop being covetousness and damn lusting after everything that our eyes can see, man. And going to horn, man. That's what it come down to, right? Be content with what we got, man, what the most High give to us, man. And then he'll increase you, man. Right? Continuing on, it says, but righteousness delivered from death, right? The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish. So these things that we go through, and the Lord is not, it's all a trial and tribulation, man. If you trust what the Lord say and do what he says, hey, it's not gonna be slack concerning his promise, man. It says he's not gonna suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, right? But he casteth away the substance of the wicked. Right? Let me get that in the book of in the Apocrypha, man. Right? In the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse number 10. Right? This Sirach chapter 2 or Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So we got to keep these things in remembrance, man. Who did that happen to? Who did the Lord despise who called him, or just had him just, he's seeing going through a rough estate. He's just not there. He don't help him out, right? Hey, you woke up. Hey, we all woke up today. All praise to the Most High, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. And you never know how many times brothers is walking and we just escaped some kind of catastrophe, some kind of calamity or some kind of somebody get robbed. We probably just pulled off and hey, if somebody was trying to rob you, right? Damn car explode, right? Uh, Whatever the case may be, man. You never know what the Lord is protecting you from, having this, He's protecting us from, man. Right? So, hey, that's part of trusting the Lord, right? Where it says, or did a slack abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgive his sins and save it in the time of affliction, right? So these things that we go through, and he'll save you through that, man. In 1 Corinthians 10 and verse number 13, it says he gonna make a way. Well, I'll just get it, right? Through the Spirit, right? 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. Right, it says, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape that you may be able to bear it. So even in that trial and tribulation, that temptation that the Lord put you through, hey, guess what? He gonna make it so that you have a way out of it, man. That's how much the Lord loves us, man. Because you got to go through something. If you never went through nothing, I mean, how you gonna ever know if you can handle it? If you can endure it? If you never had that happen, you never riding a bike, you never fell off on that bike. How is it ever gonna make you so that you know what not to do? Here it is, you riding your bike as a child, with the training wheels, and it's time to take the training wheels off, but you kind of don't really know how to balance yet. Hey, how would you know? Hey, them falls and them nicks and them bruises teaching you like, oh, okay, I can't lean this way too much. I got to keep it this way, and then I'm not gonna fall. If I do it this way, I'm not gonna fall in whatever the verse. So like I'm not gonna fall off the bike and scrape my knee again. Right. So this is the same way as the trial and tribulation that we go through, man, to teach you, hey, how to endure that thing and what not to do. Right. How to move when that happens. Right. You just never fell and hit your knee. Like, what is this? What is this red substance spewing from my knee? Right? But all jokes aside, hey, these things we gotta go through, man. It's all part of the trial and tribulations, man. All right, so let's go back to that in Proverbs, right? Chapter 10. Right, Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 4. Right? It says, he becoming poor that dealeth with the slack hand, right? And this goes into kind of the last video I was saying, like, we gotta make our calling and election sure, man. We gotta be doing things well pleasing to the Lord, man. Right? And because he'll put these things on you too, because you slothful, man. Right? You're not diligent, you're not doing what the Lord said, right? You know it's the Sabbath, but you're doing everything else but keeping it. You know not to lust. You know not to hate your brother. You know not to do these things, but you're doing it. So the Lord will bring certain evils upon you, man. Right? To correct you. Right? That's Deuteronomy 8 and 5, man. Now, the Lord chastened thee as he chastened his sons, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Right? We know, certain brothers, hey, you know what not to do, man. Right? Now we know, these are things our forefathers fell from, but we got to kind of continually hear it. But that's why when you get that correction, damn, this is what I'm doing wrong. Damn, I did this wrong. Damn, I did this, man. Right? I could, whatever the hell the case may be, nonetheless, the point of the matter is, it's just for a correction. So when you go through certain things and certain things happen, it could be a correction. It could be, it could be many different things, not only correction, but nonetheless, just that chastisement and that temptation that you may have to face. Right? Continuing on, it says, but the hand of the diligent make it rich. Right? If you're doing things well pleasing to the Lord, hey, why would the Lord put you in a lower state, man? Right? Why would he not hear your prayer if you're doing those things according to what he said, man? Right? You may have to go through that little trial, that little fire. You may have to get burnt a little bit, you know, spiritually, you know. But the Lord gonna send that fire extinguisher for you, man, or that fire blanket, man. It's speedily it to you, man. Right? So continuing on, it says, so like it, but that was the point. But the hand of the diligent make it rich, man. So we gotta be diligent in our matters, man, and understand that these things that we go through, it's just a small thing, you know, you know. It's just a trial of our faith, like First Peter 1 and verse 8 on down says, you know. It's just a trial of our faith, you know. So at the end all be all, we just want to keep that in remembrance. Don't forget it and move in the spirit of Yahweh Basha and Yahweh Shah, man. And hey, take that chastisement, man. All praise to Water Yahweh. Hey, brothers like to give praise, honor, and glory for only when they get in the Bentleys and the lotteries and all the monetary things, but not when the Lord chastises them too, man. You gotta give thanks in that too, man. Stop being ungrateful, man. Lord forbid a brother or sister just giving all praises when you getting good things, but not when you catching hell too. Let me get that in First Thessalonians. It literally says give thanks in all things, right? In First Thessalonians 5, in verse number 17. Slack it. Slack it 18. It says in verse number 18 it says in all things. Slack it. First Thessalonians 5 and 18. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God and Mashiach Yahweh Shah concerning you. So brothers gotta understand, man. Give thanks for that, man. Brothers and sisters, children, everybody, all of us, man. To the nation of Israel, man. Hey, give thanks in all them trials and tribulations that you go through, good or bad, man. Right? So with that, man, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Let's not forget these things that we go through, is to make us that perfect creature according to how Yahweh Hashem Yahshua wanted us to. These trials and tribulations, these scrapes that we get, these little nicks and bruises, whether it be good, I mean a big thing or a small thing, is to better us and make us a more perfect creature, man, to the best of our ability. But Lord, we don't see it, but it's all of what the Most High ordained, right? So with that, shalom.